up, YouTube? Adam Talks Prison here. Today, guys, I'm going to be speaking about the day that I went nuts in prison and totally lost my shit. Now, this all happened back in the late 90s. Happened in the late 90s when I was in Lithgow Correctional Centre serving the 2.5 years that I was serving then. And you see, I was at this point in time in my life, I was in a bad place. You know what I mean? I was in a bad place, you know, physically and mentally. And what set me off, you know, and on this day in Lithgow Correctional Centre, you see, like normally we'll get released from our cells at 7 o'clock in the morning, right? But we never, you know, and we were bloody yelling out, "Hey, Chief," you know, because that's what we call them here. You know, here we call the COs, Corrective Services Officers, because that's who runs the prisons, you know, like, not, because they're like not private, you know, so they're run by Corrective Services. We call them like Chief or Boss, you know, I used to call them Chief, you know. So we yelling out, Chief, what's going on, you know? We're still locked in our cells, how can we not get out? Nothing, didn't say nothing, right? Couldn't care less. So anyway, probably about 9 o'clock at this stage in the morning, you know, we hear all these bloody stomp, you know, marching in there like bloody troops. You know, 20 COs come in, you know, and they end up doing a shakedown of the pod and the cells, you know, and so one by one they've gone, you know, to each and every cell one by one, you know what I mean. They've gotten to my cell, you know, and they've come in, right? They've come in, and you know, one at a time, you know, because I had a cellmate, you know, and they've taken me celly out, and then, you know, the bloody goon squad comes in there, closes the frickin' door, strip searches me, you know, and you know, I take me shirt off first, you know, take each item of clothing off one by one, you know, first the shirt, pass that to him, you know what I mean, and then my shoes, you know, one shoe at a time, hand that shoe off, you know, take that shoe off and hand it to him, you know, and same with the socks, you know, take the socks off and you've got to turn the socks inside out, you know, do all that sort of business, and run my fingers through my hair, you know, which I didn't see the fucking point, because I had a shaved head, like I had a crew cut back then, you know what I mean, and it was shaved, like, you know, and so anyway, run my fingers through my hair, and, you know, show the back of my ears, and run my fingers around my gum line, and lift my bloody tongue, you know, and then I have to lift my penis and lift my balls, turn around, you know, show the bottoms of my feet, you know what I mean, and that's it. They don't make you, you know, bend over and cough or squat like they do in America. So they've done that, you know what I mean, and they've taken me out, you know what I mean, and told me to stand facing against the wall with my face facing the wall, right? So I'm there facing the wall, they do me silly, he comes out, puts him next to me, same thing. They go in there, right? Start tearing our cell up, right? Start tearing up all my stuff, rip the sheets off, you know, the bedding, they're throwing that out, you know, and they've got me food, you know, because my cell didn't have very much food, I had a lot more food, and they've got all my food, right, and they've just like thrown it on the floor, you know what I mean, they've thrown that on the floor, and they're fucking stepping over me food, you know, and that set me off, you know. I dead set lost it, you know, and I was really like, you know, I was, the few days before that, I was really having a fucking bad time, and I wasn't in a good place in my life, as I was telling you know, and I've turned around and said to these fucking CO that's in there, "Oh, you piece of shit, what the fuck do you think you're doing, walking all over my food, trashing my cell, like we're fucking pieces of shit, who do you think you are? We're sick and tired of you pieces of shit treating us like we're maggots, and like we, you know, fucking hell, we're human beings, we deserve to be treated with respect. We're already here doing our time, and we don't need you cunts coming in here making it harder, because you're on a fucking power trip, right? And this piece of shit's come over, right, and he's grabbed me by the throat, right? He's grabbed me by the throat, and I'm up against the fucking wall. He got me by the fucking throat, right? And fucking, so I've gotten bang like that, and I've elbowed the cunt, right? And got him like round about here, this sort of fucking area, right? And then like, you know, fucking we're into it, like I'm fighting this fucking CO, right? I'm fighting this fucking CO, and I dead set lost it. I picked me TV up, right? Picked me TV up, and I threw it at him. I threw it at him, and fucking he's gone like that, and he's ducked, and, you know, his TV's gone straight past. And then, you know, because my cell's already trashed, my shit's already trashed, so I didn't give a shit. So I started throwing shit, right? And all the shit that I started throwing at him was all my shit. It was none of my fucking celly shit, right? So all the, you know, probably about 5 or 6 fucking COs come running into my cell, you know, bloody bum rush me and fucking, and then I'm fighting with these COs, right? I'm fighting them the best I can, and then, you know, because I dead set lost my shit this day, you know, and to be absolutely 100 with you guys, I was hoping that they would do me a favour and kill me. You know, this is what I was hoping, you know. And because I was, you know, because when I was fighting him, and this piece of shit came over, like fucking from behind, and he's hit me in the right, hit me in the back of the head with the baton. You know, them battens, he hit me in the back of the head. You know, it didn't knock me out, but it fucking dazed me, and I'm seeing stars. And then boom, they're on top of me, right, and they're fucking hitting me, and they've got these gloves on. You know, fucking, it's like they got fucking sand or some shit in there, and they're punching me, they're fucking into me, right, kneeing me, choking me. And I'm yelling, I'm going to kill you, cunts. I want to fucking kill you, cunts. You want to kill me first before I get to you, right? And they're into me. They're giving it to me, and I'm hoping they would kill me. Because when they were choking me, you know, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, come on, harder, choke me harder. You know, you're doing me a favour. You know, and so what happens? They fucking hog tie me. They hog tie me, right? And I'm all smashed up, you know. And they had my celly on the ground because he could see what they were doing to me, and he was fucking getting, like, he was losing it himself, you know. And so they fucking had him pinned on the ground, and all the boys in the cells, right, you know, because there was probably about 30 fucking cells in the pod. They're all banging on the door, kicking the door, and they're all yelling out, "Leave him alone, you fucking weak cunts, leave him alone." Right, they're all yelling out, going off their head, and they fucking